Jasmine Roth is an expert at turning living spaces into somewhere warm and welcoming to create happy memories. But while her own life appears pretty perfect, don't let that fool you. She's endured a lot of suffering, from health setbacks to painful losses. The COVID-19 pandemic was a scary and trying time for just about everyone, and while Jasmine Roth's experience was similar to what many others had to go through, it still put a damper on what should have been a joyous occasion. Roth was pregnant at the beginning of the pandemic when safety precautions were in place to prevent the spread of the coronavirus.
Surprise!
We're pregnant!
No, really, we're pregnant.
In addition to dealing with all of that extra stress during her pregnancy, a bulldog she'd had since college passed away a month after she announced she was expecting her first child. While her husband Brett was able to be in the delivery room when baby Hazel was born in April 2020, other family members could only meet her from a distance. It was not the birth story Jasmine had dreamed of, and this was something on her mind after her daughter's first birthday. As she wrote on Instagram, "I was definitely hiding some resentment. We made the best of it. We had no choice, and so many had it much worse than us, but I mourned the times we had missed with friends and family." Jasmine didn't just have to worry about keeping her daughter safe and protected from a potentially deadly virus. After Hazel was born, Jasmine was diagnosed with the fungal infection thrush, which was causing her to experience severe chest pain. She also had to undergo surgery due to a complication she experienced during childbirth. Her pandemic woes didn't end in 2021 either. On Christmas Day, she took a COVID test that came back positive. While Roth's experience with COVID is relatable to anyone who's had to deal with the virus, socially distancing from her family definitely was not the way she wanted to spend her second Christmas as a mom. After Hazel Roth was born, she was diagnosed with plagiocephaly, a condition in which a baby develops a flat area on their head. To correct the shape of her skull, Hazel had to wear a cranial remodeling helmet for a few weeks. On Instagram, Jasmine Roth explained that the treatment wasn't purely for cosmetic purposes, writing, "It needs to be corrected for hearing and vision as she gets older."
Life with kids is busy.
Jasmine jazzed the helmet up with a plaid wrap and assured her fans that the accessory didn't bother Hazel at all. However, in a vulnerable blog post, she expressed some of the concerns she had about it, including the worry that it would affect Hazel's sleep. She also admitted to becoming worried about how it would reflect on her as a mother to other people. As she wrote in her post, "I was insecure. Would people judge us? Would they think we'd done something wrong as parents? Would they think I was a bad mom?" What helped Jasmine feel better about Hazel's helmet was hearing from other parents whose children had undergone the same form of corrective therapy. She went on to write, "But let's be honest, as a parent, I'm sure there will be a million more instances where I will have to talk myself down, realizing I'm being petty, or worse even, selfish. Insecurities are tricky like that, you know?" Jasmine Roth experienced an alarming problem after her daughter was born: frequent nosebleeds. In an October 2020 Instagram post, she shared that the problem had worsened until she was having them up to 30 times a day. Then Roth made a worrying discovery: "I noticed a growth in my left nostril." Luckily, she learned that it wasn't cancerous, but just a peculiar side effect of pregnancy hormones. She scheduled surgery to have it removed, but those plans changed when Hazel's head collided with her nose one day, causing it to start gushing. While Roth was in the shower trying to staunch the relentless flow of blood, she experienced what must have been a horrific realization: the growth had fallen out. As she went on to write, "It was connected with blood vessels that were now like broken pipes." She had to make an emergency trip to her doctor, who was able to cauterize the injury. Summing up her experience, Roth wrote, "I have to keep it low-key for 72 hours. You guys know I'm not good at that, and go clean my bathroom because it looks like a crime scene." The home designer has suffered a few injuries over the years, including a broken ankle that forced her to cancel a "Help, I wrecked my house" shoot for the first time ever in 2021. In a January 2024 Instagram post, Jasmine Roth revealed that she had been suffering from debilitating pain from a neck injury. As she shared in the post, "It's been one of the hardest years of my life." Roth had learned that she had a herniated disc in her neck after undergoing an emergency MRI on New Year's Day in 2023. On the way to her appointment, she was in so much pain that she was crying. In another post, Roth shared that the first indication something was seriously wrong came on Christmas Day in 2022, recalling, "I woke up and couldn't move my neck. I had a piercing pain between my shoulder blades." After her diagnosis, Roth spent months trying to find ways to alleviate her pain. In 2023, she told TV Insider that she didn't want to have surgery, so she turned to other treatments, including steroid injections and working with a physical therapist. The extreme discomfort also made it difficult for her to sleep, so she had to take pain medication. A stem cell injection was what finally gave her some relief, though it was short-lived. As she wrote on Instagram, "I still wasn't healed, and it took another 6 months of pain, which decreased slowly to feel like myself again." In the meantime, she had to adapt to being unable to keep up the pace and amount of physical activity she was used to, summing up the experience to TV Insider by saying, "It has been a challenge physically, mentally, and emotionally."